So today we are inducting 6 films in total, 3 from season 1, 3 from season 2. Any questions from Erica and Adrian, just in case? I think we went over this pretty well, but anything I should clarify, maybe for the audience?
I think I know what I'm doing.
That's gonna be your memoir, Erica. Erica McMullen. I think I know what I'm doing.
That's a pretty good summary.
Turn it up way loud right now. Locked in, can't stop this sound. Big wave, ride that energy. Welcome to the show. This is where you wanna be.
Welcome to Seeing This, the movie podcast where we bring you the latest movie reviews, celebrate our favorite movie anniversaries, compete in competitive movie drafts, and much, much more. I am the movie mob of Mike Ornelas, and LeBron is off the Lakers. Mexico advances. USA advances. Seeing This is at season 3. What a hell of a week. Joining me on the podcast is the Feisty Pisces, Erica McMullen.
Horror is hot, hot, hot.
Also on the podcast is the Gerber baby-faced assassin, Adrian Cedeno.
Comedies with cinematography are finally back, baby.
And that's all in reference to today's episode, season 3, episode 100, the inaugural Seeing This selection, where we will be inducting 6 films, 3 from season 1, 3 from season 2, and give our stamp or seal of approval, which is unique to each of us. And we'll get into those details a little bit later. As of this recording, about 30 minutes ago, USA just beat Bosnia. Mexico advanced as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's gays and theys. I was stressed.
Red cards are flying. Free kicks are going in. World Cup, man. Is this the best World Cup we've had?
I was just talking to some friends about this. Don't get me wrong, like, the World Cup is always fun, but I don't know that I've had this much fun watching the games. Like, the way teams are competing, the way they're showing up for their countries, like, it has been so good.
I agree. How about Adrian? You're not as hardcore with soccer, and you mentioned last episode this is the most soccer you've ever watched, and you also mentioned the flopping, which hasn't been too bad. I think they're very dramatic when they fall, sure.
Yeah.
But what do you think? You having a good time?
Sure. My team is eliminated, so
Sorry, we should have mentioned Ecuador came as a casualty to the Mexico win, but it was a great game. It was very exciting. Very exciting. Also
so it was
exciting.
fun while I watched it, but I always lean in more to the women's soccer. Just USA actually.
To hear it.
Seeing This, baby. We're all inclusive. Also very exciting is our new season. We got new logo, new music, which you probably just heard coming into this episode. New intro title card. You guys haven't heard it
that
yet.
we've heard it yet.
It's going to be a surprise. And then once we get to our anniversary episodes, we have new categories, new awards that all reflect movies that we have covered. So very exciting times. Some things to keep in mind about season 3. This is episode 100, as I mentioned. Kudos to Erica, Adrian, myself. Shout out to Larry, Anthony, Chad, who have all joined the podcast. Am I forgetting anyone? I hope not. With that pause, I hope not. But thank you to
your friend who you had for Pride that I wasn't here for.
David, the absolutely fabulous David Sotomayor did join us for the Birdcage anniversary. So shout out to all of them for helping us get through seasons 1 and 2. We've had 100 main episodes as of this episode, 32 interviews. I've launched sacred screens and stages, as well as Seen This on the Scene. A lot of different type of content, and coming in with season 3, we have the Seen This bingo card. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll probably put it up here in post. But also it's on our Instagram, so follow us at Seen This Pod on Instagram and all of our other socials. Take a screenshot of the bingo card and follow along as an episode goes. If one of the squares get marked off, put the episode title, put the timestamp, and bingo. How horizontal, diagonal, standard rules.
A lot of
A
them
lot.
feel geared toward me.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of winners. One of our
Are we
super
giving
fans,
out prizes or anything? Anything for the
20% off,
winners?
20% off discount code for the winners, and you'll get a special shout out once you tag us on the gram with the bingo card, and we will give you a special shout out on the following recording.
I'm gonna try and be
Um,
so good. I'm
there's
just
going to be a
gonna
lot of there's going to be a lot of winners, and I think all of the things that are on the square need to come organically. You know what I mean? I think they do
yeah.
already. I think they do already. But it should be a lot of fun, something else to do and look forward to in this season. We are also always welcoming sponsors. We're hoping season 3 is where we get some opportunities to plug local businesses, creatives that have a project they want to promote, whatever the case is. If you're interested, you could reach out to us at seeingthisemail@gmail.com.
We
Would
love
love to
international
partner.
films. We love independent films. We love them.
Absolutely.
We love them. Please, please.
All 32 of my interviews have been based around independent films. And honestly, I've had so much joy talking with these folks compared to, let's say, like big names, studio movies, big actors, which obviously, if you guys want to chat too, we'd be happy to. But there's something really raw, genuine, and like very engaging with the folks that I've talked to. So thank you again to all the filmmakers, actors, cinematographers, composers that we've talked to during season 1 and 2. If you haven't had a chance to check any of those out or all of them out, you can catch them all on YouTube as well as any podcast platform and seeingthispod.com. So check it all out. The
I
website
think
has
we
been
do need to give you some props, Mikey, on your interviewing skills. Like, man, they've progressed. I really appreciate the questions you're honestly just having a conversation with them. It
most
seems like
of.
they're letting their guard down a little bit, ready to give you some solid answers.
I appreciate that. I try to approach it as a conversation, and they're genuine questions I'm interested in. So, they've all gone really well. So, again, thank you to everyone that's been a part of that. Another adjustment, season 3, publishing dates. We've tried to be consistent with Mondays and Fridays. Sometimes scheduling makes that challenging, and we might be a day late, or we might not have a Friday because it's a bonus episode. Bonus episodes in season 1 were like anniversary and drafts. Season 2, those became part of our main episodes. All that to say, moving forward, we are going to try our very best to have our main episodes, published on Tuesdays, and all of our bonus episodes, which will be interviews and any special solo pods that I'm doing to promote something like Sacred Screens and Stages or On the Scene, these things will be on Friday. So like, comment, subscribe, be a part of the tribe, follow along, leave a review, show you're a part of the crew. New tagline for season 3. What do you think? What do we think? No? Yeah?
I like it.
It really does help us a lot. It helps us get visibility across all these podcast platforms. It's really hard. Like we said, we support independent cinema and we're just a little independent podcast. So we appreciate your support. As I mentioned, the website has been revamped, as well as our socials, to reflect our rebrand, new logo, all the things. There may be some blank spots because there's a lot of things to update, and I hopefully have updated all of them. But if any of you folks come across our old logo somewhere, when you click on a link or whatever the case is, let us know. We'll get those updated. We still need to update our letterbox ones. I haven't done that yet, and that's on you guys for your accounts. But follow us on letterbox too. See our takes. Erica might be a little delayed on her entries, but that's all part of the bit, right? It's all part of the bit.
Unless we're filling out the bingo card, because then we can actually score some points with her.
Right. That's right. That's right. That is a square on the bingo card
I
when
have to fill
Erica
it out
fills.
on the podcast, or I have to fill it out, period.
Ideally, you fill it out, period, but it's a square if you do it on the
Okay.
podcast. Not that that should be motivation for you. But nonetheless, check that out. As I mentioned, you can always reach out to us at seeingthisemail@gmail.com and visit our website, seeingthispod.com. And now, without further ado, the inaugural Seen This selection. So, what is that? Well, you've probably heard of the Criterion Closet. You might have heard of different kind of distributors that have their seal of approval. Well, here at Seen This, we have our own seal of approval. And what we've done is we looked back at season 1 and season 2 Like I said, we've had a lot of movies we've covered, and we all came up with our unique seal of approval to represent Seen This and the Seen This selection. So, Erica, you have exceptionally eclectic. Adrian has brain buffering, and I have cinematic craftsmanship. We'll explain all that as we do our inductions here shortly. But I think it is pretty on brand to our taste of movies and the kind of movies we like. And as we go in this, we'll also talk about some movies that were close calls that, we would have liked to give the seal, but we can only have one per season. So today we are inducting 6 films in total, 3 from season 1, 3 from season 2. Any questions from Erica and Adrian, just in case? I think we went over this pretty well, but anything I should clarify, maybe for the audience?
I think I know what I'm doing.
That's gonna be your memoir, Erica. Erica McMullen. I think I know what I'm doing.
That's a pretty good
Uh,
summary.
well, let's test that out. And why don't you kick us off? Erica, season 1, remind everyone what I just said as far as what your seal is, what that seal means, and what your movie selection is for season 1.
So I have exceptionally eclectic. And the word eclectic just means from various like sources or systems. And for me, applying that to movies means that the movie has something from every little piece that I personally really love from a movie. So that's going to be like story, the characters, the cast ensemble, um, kind of like a little bit of everything that I have. And I feel that the movies that I picked really hone in on those skills really well, and out came an exceptionally eclectic movie. If this is a surprise for anyone, please go back to season 1 and listen to all of our episodes. But I'm choosing the movie Sinners. I think we all really loved this movie. I think it was well deserving of the awards that it received, the awards that it was nominated. The music, the
Yeah.
cast, the story, uh, even like the shot, some of like the long shots that they had that they did in one take. Movie has something for everybody who loves movies. So I am going to put that on my list because it has a little bit of everything that I love. And vampires. Like, come on, you guys. Like,
And Michael B. Jordan
and
and
Michael B. Jordan.
Ryan Coogler, and just an incredible movie.
Wait,
We
like my girl.
something else we did here at Scene This is we have our own award show that started at the top of the year in January, and Sinners won quite a few. I should have it open to tell you specifically which ones, but we definitely had some winners come out of Sinners with the MOMAC award. 5 points for anyone that could tell us what MOMAC means, what it stands for. I know you guys know, but our listeners, viewers, leave a comment. MOMAC, what do you think it stands for? Anyways, it's not too hard. Sinners, what an incredible film. It was in the battle, no pun intended, for maybe something coming later,
One
against
battle after another.
one battle after another for Best Picture. One battle after another did take Best Picture, but Coogler did get Best Director, along with other Academy Awards. And Erica, you mentioned the music, and it's great because it's like the score is great, the individual songs within it are great. They're different from like the Irish jig to the more southern uh country
Blues.
rock and roll kind of music, blues that they have. I really love that movie, and I think I've seen it maybe 3 times now. So um we also, when our anniversary come, do have a Sinners related category. So stay tuned for our anniversary episode to find that out. Adrian, your seal and your brand, if you will, is brain buffering, brain off. Uh, bingo square. Um, but Sinners wasn't that at all. So I'm curious, when you got to watch Sinners, what was like your takeaway? How did you feel about it?
I really enjoyed Sinners, but I went into it with a different mindset than I think what brain buffering would mean. So going in not knowing anything, I wasn't even aware that it was a vampire movie. I legit went in blind just knowing Michael B. Jordan's in it and everybody's talking about this movie. Um,
I love
I
that for you.
purposely like turned people away, like, don't tell me anything, like I'm gonna go check it out. And it, because of that, it was a wonderful experience that I mean, even if the movie wasn't as good, I think I still would have taken a lot away from it just because the experience was so fun. But being that it was Sinners and it was a, a great movie, it hit perfect notes. Like the music was on point, the dancing, the whole script, it was just on point.
If I want
The
to feel
cultural
something, I'll play Miles's solo in the film.
and obviously the cultural nuances behind it. It was a phenomenal film, and very happy to have the Scene This seal, the exceptionally eclectic Erica seal on this one. All right, one movie down. Adrian, we'll go to you. What is your brain buffering? What does brain buffering mean, and what is your selection?
All right, so brain buffering for me would be like um throughout your day, maybe even having a rough morning, a long day, your brain has been on overdrive all day long. It's buffering, trying to catch up. You still want to get away. That's these movies. You don't, even if it has a plot line, it's kind of thrown at you. There's not a whole lot of thinking that needs to be involved. It's just a fun time. So my selection for this seal, perfect for season one, is The Naked Gun. Because plenty of plot holes, plenty of stuff that you could pick apart. But it's just a fun time and something you could put on in the background because there's a joke every 45 seconds and you'll still pick it up and have a good time, get a chuckle. So that's brain buffering. That's my selection for sure.
Excellent pick. It's always hard because comedy, I mean, you mentioned comedy with great cinematography, and I think it was like a very well done film. And there is certain camera work done with the film that pays homage to the original franchise of the films, and still hits in this one. Erica, had you seen all the Naked Guns before this? And when you watched the Naked Gun, did it
Yeah, like
feel
I had
like
seen
it fit
Naked
in?
Gun, I had seen Airplane, I'd seen the majority of them. I love that it was Liam Neeson. Like I thought, like when you saw him, I'm like, this is the absolute perfect choice because he's going from all of these very serious action movies that he's been in and like translating that into like the goofiest movie I think we'll probably ever see him in. Brilliant. I loved it.
He leaned
I
into it
loved
too.
the chemistry between him and Pam. Like I thought that was amazing. And yeah, all of like the dumb jokes you get throughout of it and all the references from the original, like it really good.
I really appreciated that they cast him because before seeing the movie, he's Taken, he's Qui-Gon Jinn, he's like not this speed or genre, but like he fit in so great. I
Yeah.
thought he did a phenomenal job with the tone of the movie. Um, is it as good as the original Naked Guns? It's different. It's just a different tone.
Yeah.
I still think Leslie Nielsen would have like surely loved it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
100%, 100%. And he also started his career in like dramas or more serious roles, so it's very fitting that they kind of mirror or parallel each other for The Naked Gun. If I recall, The Naked Gun was probably top 10 movie of the year for me last year. Like it's rare to get a comedy, and you guys know what an asshole I am, how serious I am with my dark, heavy dramas or whatever. But I really had a good time with The Naked Gun. It was a lot of fun. So again, very happy to have that movie with the Scene This seal. Brain buffering, The Naked Gun. All right, so that leads to me, and for me, I have cinematic craftsmanship. So this is a film that's going to be well produced from every angle, from the script, the acting, the cinematography, the editing. I mean, everything is masterclass when this film is put together. And oftentimes it's probably going to have an incredible director behind it. And that is the case for my season one film selection. And that is not just season one, episode 1 of Seeing This, which was Nosferatu, kicked us off as a podcast. And this is a film that Robert Eggers got in his bag and did incredible visuals, incredible storytelling, decent jump scares. There's a couple jump scares, incredible performances
Yeah.
throughout. I think Bill Skarsgård, for example, who plays Nosferatu, has
Who?
been yeah. We all, for those of you that are new, welcome. And if you've been here for a long time, appreciate you being part of the tribe. But you know that Erica has Bill Skarsgård in as her stock when we draft stock
Like,
in our main
what a
reviews.
talented family, though. You know
Yeah.
what I
Oh,
mean? Like you
100%.
said, he absolutely kills it in this movie.
Kills it in this movie. We just saw him in The Death of Robin Hood that we reviewed a couple episodes ago, and his performance as essentially, a vampire, transformative, absolutely
The
transformative.
vampire.
The vampire, the OG. And yeah, everything across the board. Again, the score was incredible, hit the tone perfectly. I thought the sets were great, very
The
practical. A lot of
lighting.
the lighting, a lot
Willem
of it
Dafoe
felt
got to play a little freak. Like,
he's in his bag there. Yeah.
have you
Looking
seen?
forward.
Wait, hold on, before you move on, because you know how Werewolf is coming out.
Correct.
Have you seen the poster?
I saw a quick image of him on socials, but I try to go in blind, you know what I
You
mean?
should have looked at it because the comment underneath was like, "He's got that Green Goblin look in his eyes. He's so back, baby."
He's locked in. He's locked in. Willem Dafoe, dude. He's,
Uh,
maybe when that comes out, we'll have to do a top 10 of Willem Dafoe like we did for Adam Sandler.
I mean, Boondock Saints is so good.
who was the actor that someone was saying was one of the greatest? Oh, you guys were saying that about Hugh Jackman. That's how I feel about Willem Dafoe.
One of the greatest living actors.
Yes,
Sure.
Yeah, yeah,
100%.
for sure.
He's in the conversation. Yeah. Yeah.
Range.
Yeah. Yeah. He's in a lot of my favorite movies. Adrian, you mentioned Boondock Saints, which was one of those films that like came out at the perfect time for us millennials, and like it felt different. The way it was written, the things they were saying
Mhm.
in the dialogue, it felt special. And it also felt like it's not a perfect film by any means. It's very like B movie, but it's a hell of a B movie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's a B plus plus movie.
Right. Which almost gives it an A minus, depending the critic, right? So yeah, Nosferatu. It was the first episode we did here at Seeing This, and I still think about it. Like that might be a movie every Halloween I pop on. You know what I mean? So
You know, what? You may be right on that. I may be putting it on for Halloween this year.
yeah.
Am
Would
I
you
just
show your
watching
daughter?
too many movies during the Halloween time? Because
I mean, listen, at Seeing This, we cover so much. We also did our top 10 underrated or underseen Halloween films
yeah, but
a
some
while
see,
back.
this is
So
like the crazy thing though. Like you said, oh, it might be a Halloween movie, and I'm just sitting here watching a lot of those movies just casually.
for the summer solstice, right? Yeah. Awesome. So that is our season 1 selections. Welcome to the crew. Season 2. This was tough. I don't want to speak for you guys, but season 2 is where we started to really dive into independent films. I got to go to TIFF and brought back some films for us to talk about, and those won some MOMAC awards. I honestly, I'm waiting to find out when a lot of those like Oka, Bajo Mismo Sol, Eagles of the Republic, Irkala, Gilgamesh's Dream, which was our TIFF episode. Go back and check that out. But I want those on physical media. I want that Blu-ray. Like I really think about those movies all the time. And then there's obviously the big studio movies, right? So
I think that might be another bingo square.
so it was tough selection for season 2. But Erica, kick us off. Season 2. What made the list? This was tough for you.
Yeah, this was hard because I have 3 films that I was thinking about in the first place, all female leads, which was like amazing to even like be able to have that, you know what I mean? That we've covered all of these. But then I was informed that we weren't doing anniversaries, so I had to knock one off my list because I really, really, really enjoyed Poppy.
You
Poppy?
mean paprika? Paprika.
Paprika. I
That's how much you
sorry.
enjoyed it. Well, listen, I
Paprika.
haven't. Just some context. We were debating doing like anniversaries or things like this, but I think having new films have our seal ensures that
It
we're
was
the
because it
first.
was, like, new to me that I was, like,
Right.
so excited about it,
But Paprika does have a category or an award. I think it's a
A
category.
Momaster.
Is it a
No,
"What
no,
the
no,
fuck is
no,
happening" award?
no, no. For our anniversary episode, it's one of our categories, Paprika. Spoiler alert, it's our new oh shit moment award.
Nice.
Paprika gets that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cool.
So, anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I thought about, doing Paprika, and then I was like, "Well, hold on a second. I'm so loving horror right now. Like, they are really doing it." And I really struggled between Obsession and Send Help because I finally did see Obsession, and damn do I wanna just give it all of the love. Um, I hope that their campaign for an Oscar nom works out for them because I think it would be very well deserved. Um, however, Send Help, I'm expecting Rachel McAdams and Emily Blunt to be going up for an Oscar against each other.
Wow. What a
Yeah.
hot take. I mean, Emily Blunt, you're talking about with the death of Robin Hood
What?
or The Devil Wears Prada
Emily
2? Oh, sorry. Sorry, sorry,
Emily
sorry, sorry,
Blunt
sorry.
wasn't any of the
Disclosure
Disclosure
Day.
Day.
I'm getting my episodes mixed up. Yes, Disclosure Day.
Michael
Sorry.
has blocked Disclosure Day out of his mind, you guys.
Yeah, well, that didn't happen. E.T. and Close Encounters, that's
Um,
Steven Spielberg.
well, so taking the movie out of it, right? Because even if the critics didn't think or Hollywood doesn't think that Disclosure Day was a good movie, Emily Blunt flawlessly, I mean, was that her speaking Korean?
Yeah.
For me, that's not an easy thing to do as an actress. Having Rachel McAdams in this role, dude, she might be in her bag with horror because I've seen her in thrillers, loved them. I've seen her in dramas, she's always been good. Seen her in comedies, love her, think she's really underratedly funny. And she got to do all of that in Send Help. And we get some gruesome scenes, we get some really witty, uh, just dialogue from both her and Dylan O'Brien. What a fun story. What a great ending. It really had a little bit of everything that I love about movies. So I definitely have to give Send Help the seal. Rachel McAdams, you did that for me.
I mean, we're talking about like range and best living actors and all these conversations. And Rachel McAdams, I mean, when you think comedy, you can go back to Mean Girls, you can go to Wedding Crashers. But since those two, am I forgetting a comedy she did?
Oh,
What else? And I say that all to say
yeah,
that.
it's the not Game Night?
Oh yes, 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 yes,
It
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
might be the game night. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
She's
So she's
she's
done
so
those,
good in that one too. Like,
and
she's so funny.
it shows that whatever genre she's in, she's delivering. So I'd argue, as far as actors or actresses, like she could be in that discussion too. I mean, what she did in The Notebook, like, really propelled her
Me
to like,
if I correct me if I'm wrong, but Mean Girls and The Notebook came out in the same year.
oh wow, wow, wow.
Did they?
Well, listen, you're having me on the spot. Mean Girls was 2004. I was a senior,
Yeah, no,
and
no,
The
no.
Notebook was 2004. Way to go,
So,
Erica.
like I
Look at the
said,
big brain on Brad.
you've got you've got crazy bitch Regina George. You've got Allie in The Notebook. Like you said, you've got her in so many things. So many
Yeah.
things. And she kills it, dude. She for me, I mean, she for me is probably one of the greats on her way to it if she continues to act the way she
Yeah.
does and stays active. I mean, I
I
got
feel like she's already there.
I think
Yeah.
a little snippet of an interview came up about Sam Raimi talking about her because he had directed her in the Multiverse of Madness and loved how like he was describing all of these crazy scenes that he had in mind for Doctor Strange and she didn't she's like, "Okay, so, like, where's the ghost? How heavy is it? How do I have to and it's like, love that. She loves to act, and it's reflected. It's definitely reflected in her work.
She just has chemistry with everybody she acts with. Like, I think that's what I think is the harder spot because you can get good actors, but they just don't have the chemistry with other good actors. You know what I mean? Like they feel
Mhm.
like they're taking the shine, or like they just don't fit, right? She fits with everybody, and she's a good supporting actress. She's a good lead. Like she just, like you said, she has it all.
And if
She has
you
it
can
going on.
have good chemistry with Rob Schneider in the Hot Chick, I mean, that's that's saying something.
Have a
That's
good
saying
day,
something.
Bobby. It's silly.
Send help. It was a lot of fun. I think of the three of us, I was the most harsh on it just because of like certain, I don't know if even plot points or like whatever, but um end of the day, it was really well done. And to your point of your scene your seal being eclectic, it had great cinematography, it had fun dialogue, it had a lot of great tension that matches the comedy, which gives it its whole tonal balance was really good. So I think that's a great selection to have in here. Adrian, I think you were a fan of Send Help. You enjoyed that, right?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was different for sure. Um, and the ending just wraps the whole movie together. So it
Yeah.
really, and I think that was like the beginning of our horror kind of like streak. So I was appreciative of that one. Like after Nosferatu, after a couple other like real traditional horrors, like to have this one that was a little more fun.
A little more
Uh,
upbeat, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and horror, I think for this one is a bit of a strong word because of like what
Right.
the traditional horrors bring you. There's definitely a thriller, and it had a
You're
lot of
gonna
that
tell
like
me it wouldn't be horrifying to get your penis chopped off?
spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Let's move on to Adrian's selection for season 2 with brain buffering. What'd you go with?
So there were a lot of choices on that one. I kind of was torn between Happy Gilmore 2, but I kind of didn't like that movie. Definitely a brain buffering movie, but it just I had expectations. Um, but good luck, have fun, don't die. That one gets my seal. It was just a fun time. Definitely a different movie that brings out some thinking, some thought, some questions, but it pretty much lays out all the whole plot for you as it moves along. And then the ending is just like bizarre and what the heck. So it
Speaking of
it fits
penises.
perfect. Yeah, it fits perfectly. Sam Rockwell kills it. Um, it was just a really good movie. I think it was well done. I know I'm not sure if everybody liked it. I definitely appreciated it. I think it was one of the better movies of the year for sure.
Well, just a heads up, as you guys can predict, Adrian, you gave it a thumbs up on the Commodus scale.
Yes.
So did Erica. I gave it an even plus. I gave it an even plus.
I think
So,
I think I remember liking how kinda chaotic it was, like
mhm.
that, and I
And
liked
that's what Mikey didn't like.
No, well, what I didn't like was, again, it's perfect for brain buffering because there was nitpicks you can pull apart because of like him saying, "Oh, I've never made it to this level," and then make it to another level, and he's like knows where to go, right? Like, so the nitpick part of it is what got to me, but it was still enjoyable, and I love Sam Rockwell and the
I
cast.
ended up watching a lot of, like, you know how people deep dive into, like, movies and theories about that? I need to
Mm.
find the video a bit again because I think if I showed you the theory that I came across, you would you would look at it through a different lens. I think you would
That's fair.
maybe change it to a plus if you had, like, this
Two
mindset.
and up, two and up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good time, and I remember looking forward to it, and it was a spin on like the time travel kind of movie. So yeah, I'm happy to have it there. I definitely prefer this to Happy Gilmore 2. That was an incredible
Yeah.
letdown. I don't think I'd want to have
Yeah,
seen this associated with
definitely
that
was.
outside of our episode we did. But we also got to do a Adam Sandler top 10, which made Adam Sandler, according to Letterboxd, one of my most viewed actors for the year. So there's that. There's that. So for my selection for the cinematic craftsmanship of season 2, again, it was tough because like I opened saying I loved the independent films we talked about. Like that's where a lot of my tension and like debate in my own mind because I'd love to be able to give the seal to one of those because it's very deserving. But we honor them in other ways. They won Momax. Some of them are part of our anniversary category and awards. So I had to stay true to myself. I have some of his sound scores back here with Boogie Nights and There Will Be Blood.
Oh, that's
And the
another
best.
Bingo.
bingo
That's a
square.
bingo card again. Mikey's accounted for 2 of them already.
Just showing you, it's not too hard to win bingo with the seeing this bingo card. But I went with Paul Thomas Anderson's Best Picture, One Battle After Another. If you're talking about the craftsmanship from every angle, PTA more often than not has that. In One Battle After Another, it's really hard for me. Like I'm a fanboy, I'll admit it. Like he's my favorite director. Adrian's nodding, like no shit. He's my favorite director, so it's always hard to imagine him one-upping himself from his previous film. Before this was Licorice Pizza, which, you know, is like mid-tier of my 4-star and above movies of PTA, which they all are, except for Inherent Vice. I had trouble with that. I need to revisit it. One Battle After Another, though, it, talk about genre blending. Like, it's funny, it's dramatic, it's thrilling, there's action, there's some very unique camera work being done. And I feel like that film resonated with people in a way none of his other films ever have. I mean, this is his first time winning an Oscar. And One Battle After Another is a film I think I've seen 3 or 4 times now. I think it's 4. And it's one of those movies that I still take something away, different than the time previous that I watched it. Erica, me and you, when we were going over our MOMAC winners, I think would battle with Sinners and One Battle After Another would go head to head as far as what we award to what. But now that that's calmed down, you know, the fire's gone out a little bit. What are your thoughts on the movie? Do you think about it at all? No.
No.
This isn't a good
She
way
didn't
to
like
end
it
our.
to begin with. Like,
I
No.
haven't
Pen's
watched
ugly walking
it.
was way too much of it,
I
right?
really haven't felt the inclination to watch it again. It's tricky because it's not a bad movie. I just didn't enjoy it. Like I thought it was too long. There was obviously parts where I'm like, we can get on with this. But kind of like you said, like this movie spoke to a lot of people. I obviously like love the message, love kind of like what was going on. There are definitely some other things I had like issues with on like, why did he specifically take that angle, like as a white man
Sure.
himself? So there were like definitely some things that like I had trouble with, but like you said, it did resonate with a lot of people. A lot of people liked it. Hollywood obviously really loved it. It definitely fits you for this category for sure. But yeah, cinematography wise, like it was very well shot, minus a few things. But that's my personal opinion. Like the masses agree that yes, cinematography was amazing.
If I recall, you had issue with how long the hill sequence was.
It did not
How
need
long
to
the
be
hill
that
sequence
long
went. But that's like so memorable. Like that's such a scene out of the
because
movie.
it
And
was
just
Or
so
Sean
long.
Penn's walk.
Sean Penn's walk you had issue with, but that's also very memorable. And end of the day, we all gave it 3 thumbs up, just to clarify. Adrian,
Hold on, it wasn't
okay,
the walk. It was the amount that he was filmed walking. Like,
sure,
if that
too
makes
much
sense.
walking.
Yeah.
Sure, that's fair. Adrian, thoughts on One Battle After Another? I feel like I'm in my own island as far as like revisiting this movie, thinking about this movie. But like now that you've had time to sit with it, does anything stand out about it?
I mean, it was a good movie. I had a fun time with it.
Both of
It's
you
something I
guys are
still,
killing me.
I
Like
did,
you know,
I wasn't as big of a fan as you were.
But Michael, you're a Paul Thomas Anderson fan. Like, you're gonna love this movie. Even if we liked the movie, you would still think that we didn't like it enough because
No,
you
I
I
feel
really
you.
feel like
like
I feel
his work.
I would still get PTA and PSA, Philip Seymour Hoffman, PSH. I would get those, like, you drop like abbreviations and I'm like, I don't even know who you're talking about anymore.
Look how far you've come.
So
I think that
that's not
the first time I mentioned PTA, you're like, who?
who, right?
Yeah,
So for me, it was a good movie. It was a fun time. I loved Leonardo DiCaprio's character in it. I love the undertones of like just the racial tension and where society is and all that and the elite class. So I dig the movie. I
yeah,
just wasn't like, oh my gosh, PTA, you're the greatest thing on earth.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, it was a fun time. I think I've seen it twice since then. Um, just like on HBO, just on TV. Like
Sure.
it's a fun time. It's a fun ride.
Again, I know I'm a homer here, but I really do enjoy the score of that movie too. I mean, I have some of the scores obviously from PTA's movies, and I think Johnny
Sensei
Greenwood.
is the best.
I'm sorry.
Sensei is the best. Like he was so good.
Oh, right. I was like,
That's it.
Sensei, what movie is that? Yeah. Benicio. But yeah, there's just so many elements to it, and he used a mix of veteran actors and new actors, rising stars, and everything. So I really enjoyed that film. I wouldn't be true to myself if I didn't have my seal of approval for a PTA film. So had a lot of fun with that. So that is our first Seeing This selection inaugural.
Pew, 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 pew.
Erica's ready for the club. That's back-to-back episodes. We're gonna have to make a bingo square. But just a few quick shout outs to some movies I think we all enjoyed that, you know, people should check out, and stop me when I say one that you're like, no, don't recheck that. But Erica, you weren't on the episode for Sing Sing, right?
I was not.
I think Anthony was on.
You got to check that out. You
I
got to check
did.
that out. Oh, you did? And?
That was a lot, you guys. Fuck. Yeah, I needed to see that film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sing Sing, great. Again, back to cinematography. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm sorry if I'm wrong here, but I think it's actually the same cinematographer as The Death of Robin Hood, which I realized after we did that episode. So a lot of promise there. Would have been a great draft pick. The Gorge is the shittiest movie I think we've covered. It won a MOMAC for the Don't Seen This award. Warfare, I think just from like it's unique. It's
The
unique
Pharaoh, baby.
for a win. Yep, for a war film.
That
Final
was just a
Destination.
lot. I remember that just being very heavy.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like it's very unique for a war film. Like there's no context. We're just there. Um, for we've shit on the slow death of the franchise films, but I think Final Destination Bloodlines, for the most part, we had a good time with. All things considered. Um, what else? Eddington. Shout out to Ari Aster. Weapons. We all liked Weapons, right? No.
Huh?
Lukewarm
I
on
think,
Weapons. Okay.
was I an up or was I an even?
For Weapons.
Because I don't think we all had the same.
Weapons. We had Erica as an even, Adrian as an up, and me as an even. Two
Yeah.
evens and an up for that.
There's still some
Plot holes.
like issues I have with that film
No,
to
for sure.
not
For sure.
really love it. Amy Madigan, I love you for the rest of my
Yeah.
life. Like, you're amazing. Obviously her role killed it. So glad that she was able to be recognized for that. But yeah, I have some issues with that movie.
One film I got, it wasn't at TIFF, if I recall. I don't think it was at TIFF, but I was able to get us all screeners and we got to talk about it. I got to talk to the director, and I think we all had strong up Commodus scale feelings about it. Was 1001 Frames. I
Yeah.
really wanted to put a seal on this one because I think for all three of us, we're very much like impressed with the plot, the story, the context, the
I
acting, the
almost
performance.
picked Bajo, but I also gave it a MOMAC and like
Right.
nomination and stuff. So
Right. 1001 Frames, I think, got a MOMAC. And spoiler alert again, it's part of our anniversary category and awards.
Have either
Left
one
hand,
of you guys checked out the chronology of water yet?
I want to, bro. So check it out.
Not
Check it out. It
ready.
was playing in theaters up here in Portland, but I went down to LA that week and I was like, fuck. But listen, I want to. I'm going to. Shout out,
Trust me, it's
what is
shout
it
out.
on?
you guys need to check it out. The
It's not
chronology
yet.
of water.
It's
Uh,
not streaming at the moment.
That's Kristen
It's
Stewart's movie, her directorial debut with
yeah.
yeah, what's her name? Imogen. Imogen?
Image,
Poot. Imogen
Emotep.
Poot. Yeah.
Imogen Poots. Imogen Poots, yeah. You can rent it. It looks like you can watch it on YouTube for $2. I mean, I might, if I can just do it
It's
because
worth more than $2 for
you
sure.
raved about it, yeah,
Watch
for
it.
sure. Left-Handed Girl, one of Mac, great movie.
that
The
was
Plague,
good.
I got to talk to one of the young actors and the
That was
director.
good too.
Hamnet, Adrian went even with The Plague, by the way. We went up. Hamnet, we all gave ups. That got a lot of praise. The voice of Henry Rajab.
Jesse
Voice
Buckley.
of Henry Rajab. Incredibly powerful film that is devastating. Have your Kleenex ready. Erica's favorite movie, Marty Supreme. Interestingly enough, Adrian, I have you as a down with Marty Supreme. Erica as an even, me as an up. So yeah.
Wow.
I didn't like it. I said it was shitty people doing shitty things.
Yep. And it was. Although, wait, did you see my Mother Mary? I switched my Marty
Your rating
Supreme
because of
rating, and I put
You
my
need to bump
comment.
it
I was
up.
like, this can't be lower than Mother Mary.
Mother Mary, a front runner for a MOMAC of the Gorge level. We might have to rename it the Gorge. Skip this MOMAC award.
We can name it Mother Mary. Skip this. I'd rather watch The Gorge.
For sure, for sure. And just to circle back, good luck, have fun, don't die. I think I mentioned even plus for me, up for you. The Bride was disappointing. I'm not going to go through all of our episodes, I promise, but the drama we all gave ups to, so check out the drama in that episode. And lastly, we all gave ups to modern horror. Let's end there with a documentary that is very unique, woman empowering. And I got to speak to the composer in one interview and then the director, as well as the main subject and focus, Andrea Warren, in that as well when we talked about the episode. So check those out. Okay, you were going to say something about woman empowerment, sex workers'
Yes,
rights.
because
Yes.
there is a new doc, and I can't remember if it's on Peacock or if it's on what was the other streaming I was on? It might be Peacock or HBO, but it's about the first woman who had like a late night like sex positive TV show. And it's like her currently, they interview her, they show all her clips and stuff and like her journey and everything, but it just came out. Oh, fuck, what's her
Is it Robin Bird?
name? Yes.
Okay, Robin Bird. And it is called The Robin Bird Show, was a show
Yeah.
that she created. The documentary is called Bang My Box, the Robin Bird story.
I have heard of that one.
Check it out. You watched it?
I haven't watched it.
I've started, but
Okay.
my TV shuts off at 10:40 automatically because I need to go to bed.
Seeing this, we're sex positive here. Civil rights, workers' rights, sex workers' rights, fuck ICE, and
I
may
thought you were gonna say something about my sleep. And I was like, yes, please get your 8 hours.
and get your 8 hours of sleep if you can in this crazy world we live in.
Please.
Thank you all for watching, listening, whatever you're doing. Please like, comment, subscribe, be a part of the tribe, leave a review, show that you're a part of the crew. It goes a long way to get us visibility. We have so much planned for season 3. I mean, quite honestly, we have the month of July planned for season 3, but there's going to be some exciting things in the works. Again, thank you to all of our co-hosts, our guest co-hosts that joined throughout season 1 and 2, got us to this point. All the actors, directors, composers, cinematographers I got to speak to in interviews. Greatly enjoyed my time with you. Adrian, Erica, you guys are the best. Appreciate you rocking with me through this podcast. A lot to follow. So go to seeingthispod.com to get our website episode. New merch. We have new merch. The classic era is over. It's been deleted. It's discontinued. But we have some new merch. Erica, you mentioned you liked a couple things, right?
That hat is cool.
All right. So check out. It's small but mighty right now. We will expand, but a few things you can take a look at seeingthispod.com. Follow us on all our socials at Seeing This Pod. And what do we have coming up? I guess I should have had that fired up, ready to take a look. And I don't know if you guys even know yet. What are we doing next?
I don't remember. I think we were trying to decide what we were doing next.
That's right. So the next big movie coming out is The Odyssey, but that's not until our episode coming July 20th. So will it be an anniversary? Will it be a draft? Will it be something else? Will it be a top 10? Who knows? Follow so you will know and not miss a single episode. Go back and watch our old episodes if you haven't. See how we've evolved. As Adrian said, apparently my interviewing skills have evolved, so I appreciate that. But until then, stay safe.
Peace.